In this video, we are going to discuss about one more problem on projections of laminas, how to analyze this problem and also solve by using the sketchbook. The problem number 101, the problem reads as: a regular hexagonal lamina of sides 25 mm is lying in such a way that one of its corners on HP, while the corner opposite to the corner on which it rests on VP. If the lamina makes 60 degrees to HP, draw the projections of the lamina. He says a regular hexagonal lamina of side 25 mm is lying in such a way that one of its corners on HP, since its corner is in HP, so make the two sides parallel to vertical plane, parallel to VP. So that means you are going to have the corner on the extreme ends. So since the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees, so obviously the surface has to keep parallel to HP. So that means the surface is makes 0 degree with respect to HP. Now once the surface is parallel to HP, obviously the surface will be perpendicular to VP. So therefore, in the initial position, we can see in the vertical plane, it becomes a line. So when you look from the top view, as the sides are parallel to HP, so you are getting the true length in HP. All the sides of the hexagon will going to be of 25 mm each. So when you look from the top view, you can see AB, BC, CD, DE, EF and FA is hexagon of side 25 mm. And when you look from the front view, as the surface is perpendicular to VP, so then what happens? You are going to get a line in the vertical plane. So as we see, when you look from the front view, ABCD is near to the observer. So A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash is visible, and D and E and F are away from the observer. So obviously these two will going to become in bracket. And this is how, when you are seeing in the orthographic view also, you can say the hexagon is in true shape when it is in the horizontal plane, and also as it is perpendicular to VP in vertical plane, you are getting a line. Now, the next position in such a way that one of its corners on HP. So you can see here, one of the corner is resting on the horizontal plane and the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees. So you can see that the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees with respect to HP. Since the surface is perpendicular to VP, so you are getting a line in the vertical plane. You can see here also the corner, one of the corners on HP. So either you can resist on A dash or you can resist on D dash. But to have the clarity, we have taken A here as the one which is resting on HP. So that is the reason why we have taken A dash. Either you can take D dash also. When you rotate with respect to D dash, then you have to rotate in clockwise direction. So now as we are resting on A dash, so we are rotating in counterclockwise direction. So that the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees here. So that surface is made an angle of 60 degree with respect to HP, and write the corresponding top view here. Then in the third position, the side opposite to the side, the corner opposite to the corner on resting on VP. So the corner opposite to the corner is D, so which is resting on VP, and the corner, one of the corners is on HP, that is A is on HP and D is on the vertical plane. So this is the final position of the problem, and we can see here A dash is resting on HP. The side opposite to the corner opposite to the corner is D dash, so D is on VP. So we are reproducing the second position top view by rotating an angle of 90 degrees in the counterclockwise direction only, and keep D is on the vertical plane, and write the corresponding front view here. So this is how we will be able to analyze this problem in 3 dimension and also by using the orthographic view. How do I know that my problem is right? It is a hexagonal lamina of 25 mm side is resting on one of its corners on HP. The corner opposite to the corner, which is D, is on vertical plane, and the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees with HP. So this is how you will be able to analyze this problem. So now I need to solve this problem by using the sketchbook. So to draw that, first we are going to draw a horizontal thin line, and you mark this line as XY line and mark this as VP and HP. As we see that the hexagon to be drawn is resting on one of the corner, so the side, there should be a diameter which should be parallel to the XY line. So first you consider any point by using the compass, you take a radius of 25 and draw a circle, thin circle. Then as we draw a horizontal diameter so that it will going to cut the two quadrant points of the circle, and you mark one quadrant as A and you mark the other quadrant as D. Then once you get these 2 points, by using the compass with a radius of 25, cut an arc on the, with A as center, cut an arc on the circumference of the circle above the horizontal diameter and also below the horizontal diameter. Similarly, with D as center, taking the radius of 25, again cut on the circumference of the circle on the above the horizontal line and also the below the horizontal line. And you mark these points as B, C, E and F. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A with a dot line, so that you will going to get a hexagon construction, and you have to retain the circle also. Then you draw a horizontal projector from A to the XY line, and also from B and vertical projector from A and D to the XY line, and also from B and F and C and E to the XY line. And as we see from the front view, A, B, C, D is near to the observer, so mark these points as A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. And E and F is away from the observer, so E dash in bracket and F dash in bracket. Then join, as we are joined between A to B, B to C, C to D in the top view. So similarly, you join between A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash with a dark line, because visible to visible is visible, visible to visible is visible, and visible to visible is visible. So once you get this line, then he says one of the corners on HP. So you consider any convenient distance from the first position front view, and you mark that point on the XY line, and you mark that point as A dash. By using the protractor with A dash as center, by measuring an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the XY line, you draw an inclined line. Then by using the compass, you measure the distance from A dash to D dash with A dash as center, cut an arc on that inclined line, and you mark this point as D dash. Similarly, you measure the distance from A dash to C dash, which is the same as from D dash to B dash. With A dash as center, cut an arc on that 60 degree line, so that you are going to get this point as C dash and E dash in bracket, and you mark those points. Similarly, with D dash as center, by using the same radius, you cut an arc on this side, you mark this point as B dash and F dash in bracket. Then dot between A dash to D dash with a dark line. Then draw a vertical projector from A dash and D dash, and draw a horizontal projector from A and D. These two lines will going to intersect at this point A and D respectively, and you mark those points as A and D. Similarly, draw a vertical projector from B dash and F dash, and draw a horizontal projector from B and F. Both these two lines will going to intersect at this point, and also at this point. You mark this point as B and F. Similarly, draw a vertical thin projector line from C dash and E dash, and draw a horizontal projector from C and E. Both these two lines will going to intersect at this point as C, and you mark this point as C, and at this point as E, and you mark them as E. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F and F to A with a dark line. Now we need this corner opposite to the corners to rest on VP. The corner opposite to the corner is D. Now it is in front of VP. You have to keep it on VP. So you have to reproduce the second position top view in the third position, such that the D is resting on XY line in the top view. So that means you have to rotate the second position top view by rotating an angle of 90 degrees in the counterclockwise direction. So you consider any convenient distance from the second position front view, and you mark that point as D, small d. Through D, you draw a vertical thin line in the top view. Then you measure the distance from D to A by using the compass of the second position top view. So with D as center, cut an arc on that inclined vertical line, and you mark this point as A. Then you measure the distance from D to this point, and which is the same as from A to this point. Then you transfer from D onto this vertical line here, and then from A you transfer that point to here. Then you draw a horizontal line through this point, and also draw a horizontal projector line on this line. Then you measure the distance from this point to B, which is same as from this point to F, and also which is same as from this point to C, and also from this point to E. Then you transfer from this point towards the left side, and also from this point towards the right side. You mark those points as E and C. Similarly, from this point you transfer it on left side to get this point F, and also from this point towards the right side you mark this point as B. Then join A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, and F to A with a dot line. Then draw a vertical projector from A and D to the front view, and as we seen, A dash is on the XY line. So here also you are going to get A dash on XY line, and draw a horizontal projector from D dash towards the right side. And as we have projected from D, both these two lines will going to intersect at this point. To mark this point as D dash. And then draw a horizontal projector from C dash and E dash. Draw a vertical projector from C and E. Both these two lines will going to intersect at this point and also at this point. You mark those points as C dash and E dash, and draw a horizontal projector from D dash and B dash and F dash, and draw a vertical projector from B and F. And both these two lines will going to intersect at this point and here, and at this point here. And you mark this point as B dash and F dash. Join A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash to E dash, E dash to F dash, and F dash to A dash with a dotted line. So this is how you will be able to complete this drawing by using the sketchbook and show the dimensions accordingly of a hexagon of 25 mm side, such that the surface makes an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the XY line. So this is how you will be able to analyze and complete the drawing by using the sketchbook. Thank you.